Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Longbourn College. So typically this would be when I would announce the quiz winner from last week's video, but it turns out no one commented on the video. So we're going to move on to college update. So this week has been pretty hectic for me, and if you're a college student out there, I'm just preaching to the choir because I know you guys have had just as busy weeks as I have. But this week in particular for me was one of the busiest I've had all year. So I haven't told you guys about this yet, but for the last couple months I've been working with my meats professor down here at Northwest on a research study. And I won't bore you guys with all the details, but what we're basically trying to figure out is if tumbling brisket will make it more tender than brisket that's just traditionally smoked. So on Monday, we spent the whole day, the whole night, part of the morning smoking the brisket. I think we had that brisket on the smoker for 13 hours. I got to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, which for me that's late. So that was a long day just getting it all smoked. But we did get the brisket all smoked, and then Tuesday, really quick turnaround. Tuesday, my meats professor and I spent the majority of the day getting the brisket prepared for a sensory analysis that we would do that afternoon. So that sensory analysis, all we were really doing, we were trying to get 120 people together and taste test our brisket, essentially. And we didn't spend quite as long doing that as we did smoking the brisket on Monday. I think we got done with the sensory analysis at 8 o'clock at night on Tuesday. But it was still two big days that way. And then the rest of the week was basically just trying to rebound from those first 2 days. So it's been a long week. But looking at the bright side, the weather has been absolutely phenomenal. If you guys remember, last week was freezing cold. Very much like winter. This week, it is looking very much like spring. I think the lowest temperature we had was around 50 degrees this week. I think the highest is today. It's 68, 70. So very nice weather. Very much appreciated after last week's freezing cold temperatures. So with this week's star rating, I'm giving it 3 out of 5. It would have got a 2 just from the long week. I know, I keep complaining about this week. It was just a long week. So it would have gotten a 2. But the weather bumped it up to a 3. So 3 out of 5 stars. Not too bad. Alright. You guys know what time it is. Sticky note lecture time. You guys know how it goes. Everything I'm going to talk about is on the sticky note. Let's jump right into it. A calf is born with an esophageal groove, which consists of muscular folds that bypass the rumen, reticulum, and omasum through to the abomasum when a calf drinks milk. Microbes are not present in the rumen of calves, so milk goes directly to the abomasum to be digested. As the rumen acquires microbes through feed and the environment, the esophageal groove will stop functioning, typically when calves are 6 to 8 weeks old. This allows feed to enter the rumen and continue normally through the GI tract. So there you have it, guys. That's the Long Bros Sticky Note lecture. Now we're going to move on to the quiz. Hooray! So, here is the quiz question. If milk accidentally enters the rumen, problems can arise, including A. acidosis? C. Dehydration? Or D. All of the above? Remember, guys, comment down below if you know what it is, and the first one that answers down in the comments will get a shout out by me in next week's Longbourn College video. Guys, I think that wraps it up for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you learned something. This is Longbourn Limousine, signing off.